There it is. Is it back? Yeah. Whoa, way blown out. My bad. Yeah, I had the mic itself muted. Let me turn that down a little bit for you. There you go. Now it's not like overpoweringly loud. Here we go. Playing Minecraft with the GF. Have a good stream, my boy. Oh, well, thanks for coming in. It's the birthday stream. I meant to get party hats out. There's party hats in there from last year. But I also brought in celebration. I don't have any like celebration poppers because this is the birthday stream. So instead, I found this pig in my basement from my old dead dog. So if you get a sub, you get one of these. That's probably atrocious. It spiked way up when I did that. So that's Andy's oink oink. And also I owe Andy from like over a month ago now. I owe him one of these. So I gotta pop into this for a little bit because he redeemed one forever ago and I didn't have filters working. So I had to I've just been waiting for this redemption to be toddler on stream because Andy redeemed it. It's still blowing way out. If I'm too loud, let me know. I have no idea. It's good to be back. It's been so long. I find it absolutely hilarious that I'm doing the beginning of this in baby mode because of the thing he redeemed forever ago. Should I go over there? They're up in this hole in the magic hole. I could run over there real quick and grab the party hats just to bring the theme together. How many people are in here? Is it nobody? It's so much funnier if it's nobody. I got 2. Give me a second. I'm going to go get a party hat. So you can probably see, yep, my foot. So, last year we did this, and I bought these for that. And then they've just been sitting up there. So, in 7 more years, I'll still have more of these. I have one of these for the next 7 years. So, birthday streams are set. This is the only thing I do. The rest of it, entirely unrelated. I don't have any other events. I was actually going to plan something and didn't get it done. Did an Instagram story about it earlier. Had the idea of a Halo community thing, and then look, it's been a long week, and we're going to get to it. I have notes for the first time in months. I have real notes for the stream of all kinds of things to talk about. So we're gonna really dive deep. I have a bottle of Zero. That's how you can tell I'm serious. I've probably been in this thing long enough. I'm gonna pop it back to normal now. But it's there in case somebody else redeems it. Let's see. Pop up our chat here. All right. Should we get into the Dead Rising of it all? I think it's about time to hit this button here. Maybe move this a little bit this way so that I'm actually on screen. There we go. That's it. That's the ticket. I need to move this way a little bit though so that the full hat is visible on the screen. Yeah, that's perfect. This was a lot to set up. It is 4 million degrees in here. I'll bring this back this way now because I moved over. There we go. Remember, it's been 2 weeks. It's going to take me a while to get back into all this. My chat windows are all weird. Okay. Now, I should have, because I forgot to. I always do it at the beginning. I'd give you a little rundown of what's been going on. Of course, there's a new video came out on Wednesday. It's doing well. Really appreciate it. If you haven't seen it, you go see it. It was a lot of work. Been working on it for 2 months. Had the idea for 9 months. Glad it's finally done. And then there's a new Ding Dong that came out yesterday where I review Kansas. I was not polite. Kansas, 1 out of 10 state. Give it a 0 out of 10 if that was an option. So if you haven't seen those, go check them out. I'm just going to remove the cap entirely instead of redoing that all the time. Because I've become a cup man and I'm not used to it. Things have changed around here. Used to be a bottle guy, now we're a cup man. Okay. Now, if anybody remembers what we were doing last in this, please tell me, because I have absolutely no idea. I have completely forgotten what I was doing in this game. It's kind of loud. I'm gonna take it down here a bit. Gotta reset all of these levels. There we go. I think it's there. I don't know. If it's loud, tell me. Or don't complain and just take what you get. So, yeah, what I was saying was, it's like I used to every Tony Hawk stream, I'd be like, I gotta get my sea legs back. Even though I was playing it even like off stream. This, I really gotta get my sea legs back. I do not remember a thing about what we were doing. I remember there was like a... Like I failed something and I had to restart and then I stopped, I think. Oh, that's right. I have to... Yeah, this is how I get to the watch. It's not a live thing anymore. What time does that take place at? 12 a.m. So I've got quite a bit of time before that starts. I could go do Slappy. I don't even know if there's enough time for that one. Lot to do in this time frame. I forgot about this from last year when I did this. I believe that was during Pro Skater 4. So that's I mean, it was a whole year ago. But I forgot how this, like, these are children's party hats I bought from a Dollar General. And I forgot how this just eats into my face, because I'm not small. I'm not a small person by any means. Kind of a rather large person. Boy, is that loud. If somebody comes in and says, I can't hear this game, then I will turn it up for you. But at the moment, that is just too gosh darn loud for me. Just overly loud, blowing my eardrums out. Oh, so we lost that one. This one I can't do for an hour. Where is that? I think that's just too far away anyways to get to. Do I have, okay, I have one wine, and that's all the food I have. Cool, I set myself up for success tonight, huh? Oh boy. Oh, so where do I begin with my big old platter of notes here? I mean, I guess I could start with the fact that I could have been doing more streams and stuff this week, but I just decided not to. I have been home for an entire week. I've not worked. It's been a very pleasant experience. I am on what is referred to as a staycation. I had a bunch of time off to burn at work because I work at one of those places where it does not roll over. So at the end of the year, they take it all away from you. And there are months out of the year where I'm not allowed to take any. So there's not a lot of time really to even use it. So I decided this week I need to burn it because we have holidays coming up and I get a lot of time off around then anyways. It does not count towards this time off. So I decided, since it is my birthday here on Sunday, that I would just take a week and just hang out. I've never done this before. This is the first time I've just taken a whole week off and stayed home for no reason. It's bizarre and also kind of rad, and would like to do it every single week of my life. Not going to work has made life so pleasant. I'm so much happier than I've ever been. Because I'm dreading Monday is going to be the worst day of my life because I've gotten used to this. Wait, it wants me to go up? Her source is up? Okay. I don't remember how I get up there. Oh, these stairs. Yeah, so yeah, haven't had to work, so I'm like super happy. Unfortunate things happened this week that put a damper on this whole experience. But at the end of the day, 5 straight days of no job, not a lot can bring you down from that. Where to now? This is where it's saying to be. Where could it possibly want me? Is it because it's not midnight yet? Yeah, it's still a half hour away. Maybe there's something up here that I can do? So my plan this week is I was like, well, I'm gonna take this week off. I've got this video that I talked about earlier that's basically finished. I just had a little bit more to do on it. Of course, there was also the part where I was Jerica Hannah from JK Games assisted with the video. She had about a 6-7 minute part in it. That was excellently done. I gave her like little to no explanation of what to do, and she just knocked it out of the park as always. Love just lobbing them bits and then taking them in stride and making these incredible things out of them. So I was waiting on getting her part back, and then I had some extra stuff that I had thought of this week. The entire, if you've watched the video, the entire water tower section came to me in the shower on Tuesday. And I was like, well, I guess I'll go do this today, because I thought about it, and then put it in the video that night to have it up the next day. So I'm really glad that that happened, that it took the amount of time it did to get that part in. Is it midnight yet? Oh boy, the clock is slowly ticking. So, anyways, what I was saying is the Monday, I was like, I had this whole plan. If you recall from February of this year, what I talked about on stream, I started a kitchen renovation. And then in the midst of my kitchen renovation, had this plumbing issue where my basement backed up and it like destroyed my house for months.
Hey, Rebecca, you in here?
All right, Frankie West. You've been messing things up for me pretty good. Time for a little payback.
TK, where the hell is she?
You're gonna go get me that money you cost me with your little game, Frank. $1 million by 7 o'clock.
And how in the hell am I going to do that?
It's Fortune City, Frank. The land of riches. Get creative. Bring it to the show nightclub, and we might just let you see your little girlfriend again.
Don't you touch her.
Oh, too late. See you then, Frankie.
Oh boy. I don't even have $100,000. And I have how long to get the rest in? 7 p.m. So I've got like a full day.
What you got?
Frank, you have to get enough money to save Rebecca. This city is full of cash. Do whatever you have to do.
So, like I was saying before that I got rudely interrupted by that cutscene, I started that kitchen renovation in February and then had the whole plumbing issue thing happen. And I got it mostly done. All I had left is to put on some baseboards and some cabinet handles. But for the most part, kitchen was functional, and it kind of has stayed that way mostly since then. Should have been doing more. I haven't really done it. So I've just been sitting with this mostly finished kitchen that has no baseboards under the cabinets and is missing handles on exactly 4 cabinets. It would have been a very quick fix to just go ahead and do, but I didn't do it. So my plan this weekend was to finally finish this kitchen that I've been waiting forever to get done. And I did some of it. I got a baseboard on, which it's only 2 whole boards. I just need to cut one of them up to kind of make it fit. So I got one in, and then got my handles on. And then the exact same plumbing issue reoccurred 9 months later while fixing my kitchen. And I had to deal with that again. So I've realized that I just should not finish this project. Just leave it as is. Because nothing good can come from it. They've changed the rules on these slot machines. It used to be that you could do 5 of them. Let's try this. What do I need to do here? How much does it cost to do that? Not enough for the amount of time that takes. So yeah, so that's kind of where my week has been going. It was planned to be this nice week where I just take time off and catch up on all the things that I've needed to catch up on. And it's not what happened. Sorry, this zero, switching back to bottle 0 has wrecked me. Which I think is an excuse I'm just using because this happens every week. God, this is so loud. It's never this loud. Did something change? Well, this just might be the method. Just, you know, smack all of these. How hard can it be to earn $1 million in a casino filled with zombies? Oops. Accidentally threw that queen right at the machine. So yeah, it's 4 in this version. They changed the rules, but I can learn to live with that. So I'm just gonna earn just a little bit. You're here, sorry you forgot. That's okay. You're allowed to forget as long as you do show up, or you won't be allowed to come back. This is such an absurd amount of money to collect. This is going to be riveting stream content for the next however long it takes me to beat $1 million out of these slot machines. Got lost looking at the trash on the Xbox store. Has it gotten worse? I can't say I have browsed the Xbox store in probably months. I've been tied up with a bunch of stuff, all these projects, and I have games that I've been trying to get through. so I just haven't like taken the time to look through a store. I've got a backlog that's really adding up, and then I'm picking the weirdest stuff to play instead of taking care of said backlog. I was playing Mafia: The Old Country. It's been so long since I did this that I don't remember what I even talked about anymore. So I had played Mafia: The Old Country. I know I did a short about thinking that it was very horse-driven. But I started that, would have been beginning of October, and I just finished it this week while I've been home. I dove deep into finishing the last half of that game, because I was about halfway through it. Of course, I've been juggling that and Skate for so long. Android phone games. That seems like the kind of stuff Xbox is going for, is they just are stepping in rake after rake. Nothing good is coming from them for the past, like, 2 months. It's like they were trying to make all of their bad decisions now to get them out of the way. They're just gonna take all the bad press at once. So anyways, what I was saying about Mafia: The Old Country. I was kind of bouncing back and forth on it. I thought I was like bothered by how slow it is in the beginning, because it's just mostly like riding a horse back and forth, and then you get in a car, and then eventually you do some shooting. And they've taken away melee, and it's just knife fights. You're just fighting with a knife, and it's like when they swing, you parry. Unless it's got a little light thing on it, then you dodge. And you just swing in between those. Not as cool as, like, Mafia 2 had such an awesome, like, hand-to-hand combat setup where you would, like, they had multiple kinds of attacks and, like, dodges to it. It was a lot of fun. I remember when that demo, like, before I had played the full game and I just had the demo, and you could kind of just free roam for like an hour in it, and I would just go up to the park across the street from Vito's house and just fist fight people at the park, because I thought it was just so fun to fight people in that. That gave me hours of entertainment for free. Little did I know, there was a way you could slip past the borders and just travel the whole map in that demo, which would have been really cool for me to know then, but didn't happen. So just park fist fights. The knife fights are cool, like the first time in Mafia: The Old Country. The problem is that it's like every mission they're like, you did all the shooting and all the driving and such, and you heard all the people talk, so now you have to do a knife fight that is just the obligation because the new mechanic is here, and we're gonna throw you on a horse. And it just feels like they were like, this is the thing we're adding, so we're just gonna use it a lot and not really innovate anywhere else. It felt a lot like Mafia 1 Definitive Edition, which is incredible. I was just playing it. I think I talked about playing it on here. I did almost all the achievement run, and then it left Game Pass, so I haven't went and bought it to finish that out. I have like 2 achievements left. It's just, I think collecting the foxes is like all I have left. Which is really just time consuming of going to all the places to get them. But on the other hand, with Mafia Old Country, the story's really good. Very much enjoyed it. It's slow. A lot of it, I feel like that it's probably like it's 15 chapters, and each one's about an hour, so it's like around a 15-hour game. But I feel like it could be a really solid 10-hour game instead of being a 15-hour game with a little bit too much filler in it. Like, and by that I mean, like, there's, you know how Mafia 1 had the race, like the obnoxious race in it? This one has two. Like, there's a race with a horse, and then there's a race with a car. You probably could have just done one. Not really necessary to have two. Nobody really cared for it the first time in the first game, so there was no need to do two different ones in this one. And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Also, an absurd amount of stealth. And it's not like stealth is terrible in Mafia, but I don't want to do that much of it. I want it to play like a cover shooter. So that's my review of Mafia the Old Country. If I were to rank it in like the series, for me it's definitely the lowest in the series. It's not bad, it's just not like, it doesn't do anything better than any of the other games. Yes, the Mafia series is just amazing narratives with open world sections that kind of kill the pacing. Yeah, this one's biggest issue is the pacing, which is because I'm like so into Mafia. I adore all of those games, but there's something about this one that I just hit like a brick wall, and I was like, okay. I wanted to get back to it, but I was like, I'm having way more fun just playing Skate than I am doing this. And maybe if Skate wasn't out at the same time, like I wouldn't have been so like locked in and like not locked in and avoiding it, but it was just not giving me what I needed. I'm glad to have finished it though. I'll probably go back to it again as I've done with all of them, except for 3. I don't think I've played 3 more than once. Maybe it'll have a different impression on me the next time. Characters are all great. Really good story moments. But boy, could they cut out a couple hours of that thing. And they could cut out a whole lot of horse. So I finished that. Of course, Skate is still in rotation with it. I jump in and do the dailies, which I never thought would be something I would say about a skateboarding game, but I am there every day because they refresh the missions every day for each location, and for all the achievements that I'm very close to, you have to get level 10 in every district. I have 1 district left. So I'm just waiting every single day for those dailies to come back so I can jump on there, knock them out, and get my my little bit of experience that it's doling out to me slowly but surely. I fell off Skate hard, need to get back into playing it. Yeah, you gotta be there every day with me. Every single day I pop in. It's just like a little chore that I do. It's like I pop in for an hour, if that, and do all of the missions for the district that I'm working on, and then hop off and go do something else.
Hey, what you got?
Frank, there's a fire at the Fortune City Arena. It looks like some people are trapped in one of the dressing rooms.
Can she not see that I'm trying to make some money right now? I don't have time for that garbage. Is that the one? I think so. I think that's the winner that had money in front of it. I did see today they're adding some I think Mass Effect stuff to Skate. They added some Dead Space stuff at the season change, and then now they're doing Mass Effect. So it's cool that they're kind of cycling through the EA properties and bringing them to Skate. Okay, well this sucks. Probably shouldn't waste all that. I can definitely find another beating stick around here somewhere. What time is it? 3 a.m. And I've got... Do I have it till 7 p.m. or 7 a.m.? At 7 p.m. Okay, so I've got plenty of time to bring the $1 million there. We're not good of a beating stick this is. It looks like it would be a good one. Nope. I would expect a little more heft out of this thing. It's kind of huge. I have the upside of this whole like being home for a week thing is I have been catching up on a lot of media. I've been consuming all kinds of stuff. Like finishing Mafia and you know, catching up on the Skate, but also I bought and started. I don't know why. Like it's Superman and Peacemaker. I know why. Superman and Peacemaker has got. I'm just in the like James Gunn mindset all day long. So I bought Lollipop Chainsaw Repopped because I've never played it, and it's always just been a game that I've seen but never known anything about what it is, how it works, and all I knew is that James Gunn wrote it. So I was like, well, I gotta try it eventually. So I bought it. What a wacko game that is. I would not have been able to tell you that it is what it is. It is just insanity all the time. It has a really strong... I forgot I was wearing this stupid party hat. It has a really strong Brutal Legend vibe. Like, it really reminds me of that. Because, I mean, while the main character is a cheerleader with, like, her decapitated boyfriend's head strapped to her back, and the decapitated head is Michael Rosenbaum. So that's an instant in for me, because I love everything he does. But all of the villains, because it's a zombie game where he plays a cheerleader with a chainsaw and you kill all the zombies. But it's just full of stupidity and satire. And it's great. But all of the you have to go. Each level is about getting to a certain spot and taking down the demon or the main whatever. And all of them are different kind. They're based off of different kinds of music. So the first one is this mohawk dude. He's a punk rock dude that sings at you and has a big mohawk and a free Fresca. Okay, well, yeah, enjoy your free Fresca. How's it going, DJ? Glad to see you here. Yeah, so big, and yes, the Rosenbaum. So I'm just in the mode of just chopping up, getting the dollars out of these machines, because the $1 million is not coming fast enough.
This is gonna sound strange, but there's a mermaid in a giant.
And then the second person, I'm jumping all over the place in my brain. The second demon that you get to is he's like a death metal Viking guy that's got the It's very what I would just consider like basic death metal face paint. Like Abath is what comes to mind. whatever kind of death metal band that does white with black eyes and lines is his thing. And then the next one's like a hippie person. And then I've got 2 more I haven't finished yet. I think there's only 2 more levels. Is all I'm seeing on the thing. So it's corpse paint. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it's that. And he's on like a big pirate ship, and he's got a big Viking hat. I've always just brushed it off as like, oh, that's the weird cheerleader game. I'm actually really into it. I'm really into Lollipop Chainsaw. So I recommend anyone try that. It controls so weird, and it's very stiff. It's a cooler like. It's more of an experience. It's more fun to experience than it is to play, I guess would be the thought. Like there's this thing called zombie basketball that you have to do in the school where you have to like pop the heads off of them so they shoot into the basket. And they're way overpowered and you can't let more than one touch you or they like stun lock you. It's obnoxious. It's very stiff. The chainsaw is the only way to like kill them, but it takes way too long to swing. So you have to do a bunch of little punches with your pom-poms and then you can swing the chainsaw. It definitely could have used some work in the gameplay department, but man, is it just an experience that I'm way into how weird this thing is. Also, it's James Gunn. I'm into anything James Gunn. That guy he knows how to excite me. He can do no wrong in my eyes. And if I'm going to keep going on the game stuff, in the backlog, I've got all kinds of stuff to get to. I would really like to get to Ninja Gaiden 4. I played Ninja Gaiden 2 Black when they did that remaster. The first time I ever played through like first time I ever played a 3D Ninja Gaiden, but the first time I've actually finished any of those. I've played a little bit of the first 2, the NES ones, but I really liked 2 Black. I thought it also a game that seemed like it was a little longer than it should be. Kind of got repetitive towards the end, but it reminds me of playing DMC, which I guess it would have been like the exact same era, same time when that originally released. So it was written by James Gunn, but also designed by Suda51, and all of his games are trios. So it's even more of a fever dream. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's Suda51. That's the guy. He does like No More Heroes, right? Like I'm so I know the name, but I'm so unfamiliar with like what he's done. I'm pretty sure No More Heroes is where I'm like most familiar with that name from. Man, this is and this would be what I would consider like a podcast mission, where you just like walk around and collect the money and listen to a podcast. But unfortunately, I'm streaming it, so I am the podcast. What a pickle I found myself in. Sometimes you find out you were the podcast all along. Still not even halfway there. How? Is this on the record yet? It certainly should be. Did I say certainly? It should be. when you're really sure that that's the shirt you want to wear, you're certainly. Yes, you did do No More Heroes and Shadow of the Damned. It's a game I think you like. I'm pretty sure I have that. If I'm not mistaken, I think I bought that. That was one of the last purchases I made from a family video when they were going out of business. I bought that. I think it was that. And I bought the God of War, the PS4 reboot that I have also never finished. I played a little bit of it, but I never got around to finishing it. Like, I probably don't think I even played half of it. Nice hat, Dork. Thanks. It's a requirement that when it's a stream near my birthday, I have to wear this exact party hat because I bought way too many of them for the first birthday stream, and I still have them and have no other use for them. Because who has the use for like 6 party hats? So I'm going to consider them disposable, and for the next 7 birthdays, I have to wear these on stream. Oh, there we go. We got a stream. And like I said earlier, I don't have poppers. What I did find is this pig from my dead dog. So here we go. We got a sub. God, that's obnoxious. That's a new thing I brought to the table today that I decided about 3 minutes before I went live. I saw that pig down there and I was like, oh, that dog's been dead a while. We could probably bring that up and make use of it. I thought it would be fun as a birthday thing to have, like, you know, like a party popper. Like, I get a sub and then I pull the cord. But I wasn't going to go buy those. So the pig will have to do. I can't imagine how obnoxious that was to hear through here, because it's not fun to hear on this end. This game could really use a quicker way to make a couple of bucks. I don't know how I haven't made it through all of these yet. Canine Spirit lives on. It does indeed. I didn't think it would make its way onto the stream, but here we are. The unfortunate thing is now I've done that, and now it's just going to have to be a reoccurring bit I can't get rid of. Lakeview Terrace, 2008, my local family video went out of business. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds like a family video, like the thing you would get at a family video. I have so many purchases from a family video, but those are the only ones I remember, like 100% for sure. But the last ones were those. I think it's Shadow of the Damned. It's back there. I could go look to be factual. But boy, we're busy at the moment, so I don't know about that. There'll be a cutscene later, I'm sure, and when that happens, I can go get that. And go back there and see what it is. We can also knock on wood that this should be the stream with the least PC issues. Because I've been having a lot of those lately. I'm way off the screen. Which way do I need to go? This way? I'm going to keep just doing this the whole time. There's a down armpit shot for you. How's that? There we go. Still a little... Now that one's too far. Now I'm pressing against the mic, so that can't sound good. How's that? Perfect. Okay, I think I'm finally in the frame the way I need to be. I can't see how long I've been doing this because I got a little note tab in the way. 47 minutes. Oh boy. Let me get rid of some of these notes I did, so I know that I've talked about them already. They're out of my way. Man, I thought these would do for a lot more time, but I've taken out quite a few of them already. Look at us go. We're just tearing through all these things that I wanted to talk about. Way down the list. Way farther down from where I thought I would be at this point. I thought I would start at the top and work my way down, but it's just been... things have been segueing. Did I destroy every single slot machine in here? And I don't have 1,000,000 yet? What are the chances of that? I wonder if it would be faster if I went back to the main area, not Platinum Strip. What's that called? Royal Flush? Yeah, Royal Flush. And then at the Royal Flush, there's a... like, not too far in, there's an ATM. And if I could just run back and forth to that ATM and then, like, out of the room and then back to the ATM, like, that's 10 grand a pop every time I hit that. And that may be the faster method than breaking every single one of these. I'm going to run back in here and grab a sword, though. Just so I've got one. The first thing I meant to get out of the way on my notes is the thing that was very obvious and I mentioned slightly, is that it is in fact coming up on my birthday this Sunday. But there has been a development. Turns out I am not 19 years old. There was a smudge on my birth certificate that I thought said that it was 2005 that I was born in. In fact, it's 2006. So, I am turning 19 this Sunday. So, we have one more year of 19. What are the chances? Who would have thought that you could get some schmutz on a birth certificate? But that is, in fact, what happened. So, turns out I'm 19 years old. That's pretty crazy. Didn't know that was going to be the case. And I've lied to you for a whole year about my age. This is most certainly the slower method, because there's not like a good, unless there's a spot like around that corner that I could drop out of map. Not out of map, but like out of the place. I think there's like a maintenance tunnel right here, isn't there? No. I thought it was right there. It's way down from there, isn't it? Yeah, it's the next one down. I don't think there's any... I need an ATM right next to a door so that I can just hit it and go in there. Whoa! I know there's vending machines over here. Is there an ATM near those? Or just vending machines? Just vending machines. No ATMs over here? Alright. Huh? Inconvenient. Oh, can I not play this one? Apparently I can't play that one. Is there an ATM like close to the door in this one? There's got to be an ATM because these are casinos. They just have to have one close. Was hoping for one near a door. I just pop in and out. That's inconvenient because that's only one, so that's only $5 grand. I need 2 together. Oh, there's 2. Is that a door right there? Or there's 1? Oh, it's a big long hallway. I don't know if that's close enough to make it worth it. It may have been quicker just to attack the slot machines. Well, no, we'll do a run or 2 of this. See how long this takes. I mean, I guess I could just attack them in between as I go through, just to start smacking the ones I see as I go. That could help. Should I go straight up with it? I kind of like the sideways look. Maybe I'm a straight up and down party hack guy. This is the move right here. Going down this thing right here. That's the move. Found the move. We've got to move, people. It is a bit unfortunate. I do not have a sword again in here. What does a cash register look like for money? Like, how much am I getting out of that? Just 1,000? Well, that's a waste of my time. I missed gameplay as like Resident Evil 4 with Saints Row humor. Yeah, that sounds like my kind of thing. I guess I could probably play that game if that's what I have over here, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm remembering how awful these children's party hats feel as we round into the first hour of this.
Can anyone hear me?
Is that the same cash register I just threw? Yes. Don't need that. Crowbar is probably a better whacking weapon for these. Need whatever whacks the best. I'm looking for the weapon with optimal whacking. Because I have 12 hours left to make $500,000. Let's see how lucky I am here. Guess I could catch you guys up on what I did while I was gone for 2 weeks. I did kind of do that already on the podcast this week. There is my review of Kansas. I went away to a wedding in Kansas the first week I was gone. And then, of course, the second week was Halloween. So I was busy trick-or-treating, and then after that, I just didn't want to. I could have made it work, but I was feeling the Halloween holiday. And also, I know a lot of people are busy on Halloween, so I didn't want to be streaming while people are busy anyways and not going to be here to watch it. Not that there's a lot of people that come to this anyways. But I was being considerate, so you didn't feel obligated to. And I thought, I was like, oh, I'll be off for a week. I could probably do like 2 or 3 streams this week. Little did I know that Attack of the Plumbing issue was going to come back, and I would end up not having time to do any of that. But if you didn't listen to the podcast, you should. The podcast page, I think. Or just the new episode? I don't remember what I've done. I mean, to be honest, I did it, well, it would have been over an hour ago. So at this point, like an hour and 14 minutes ago, probably tops. I don't remember if I put the whole episode or if I just put the channel in there. It's in the description on YouTube, so if you want to go watch it and hear me talk about how awful the state of Kansas is, it's there. It's there for you. There are 2 other people on that podcast, and I certainly did not let them speak that episode. It was just like 40 straight minutes of me ripping into Kansas. So if that is your cup of tea, go over there and listen to it. In summary, it sucks there. Don't ever go. Keep your children far away from Kansas. Nothing good can come from Kansas. This slowed down drastically when I lost my sword. Man, they do not make those things easy to break into. This should help a lot. Of course, like I said, the other thing that I was doing while I was gone was Halloween. As the parent of a small child, that is a important day. Because you have to walk around in the cold and knock on strangers' door and ask them for food. Which is a very strange thing to think about, like the concept of Halloween in general. Because what you're asking them for food, but not enough to sustain anyone. You're just going around asking everyone that lives in your general vicinity for a tiny little snack. And sometimes, the tiny little snack is like an absurd thing to be giving out anyways. My wife bought a bunch. Usually what happens is that one of us buys candy and the other one's like, that's not a good option of candy. Let me also buy candy. So she bought a bunch of chocolate and I was like, well, there's probably kids that don't eat chocolate. So we should probably get some non-chocolate. And I didn't get around to it until the day of Halloween. So I got 50% off. The only bag of candy that wasn't chocolate in the grocery store. It was like $20, and it was 230 pieces of candy is what it said on the bag. And it was like individual Starbursts, not little packs of like 2 of them, just individual single Starbursts and individual like Lifesavers, but not like the mints. It was the it's like the, you know, the like colored fruity ones, which are the best ones, but so strange to give out those individually. So also we had a trick or treat, and then, you know, we got back like still early enough because my kid is young, so he's not gonna do the whole time and it's cold. So we got back early enough to hand out candy also. But they also do it 2 nights here. I don't know how that works everywhere else, but they I guess did it 2 nights is what it said. But you wouldn't know that because I did not have a single kid come to my door that second night. Because probably because it was November 1st, because like I think everyone is in agreement that as soon as it hits November 1st, you're like, I don't want to see a skeleton for 6 to 8 months. I'm like, we're all in on it, and then as soon as that rolls around in November, you're like, pumpkin? No way. Seeing our kids both dressed as Spider-Man is a highlight of life. Yes, my child dressed as Spider-Man. TJ's kid also dressed as Spider-Man. For people who don't know, who I refer to as frequent chatter TJ, is not just frequent chatter TJ. But I won't explain anything else other than that because I like the term of frequent chatter. His kid also dressed as Spider-Man, and we got them to meet up, but could not get them to do the Spider-Man pointing meme. Boy, were they pointing just every single time opposite of the other one. So it was not like, you know, never a good point to get the picture of the pointing meme. But they looked hilarious in their little Spider-Man costumes, back and forth. I got a video of them with my son starting off saying, "You're a great Spidey," and does it just like warm my heart to hear it every time. He got a pretty decent haul though for a 2-year-old. Mostly stuff he couldn't have. Like stuff that like I'm not gonna give my 2-year-old Sour Patch Kids. I think he's fine with like the occasional Reese's. Or whatever. I mean, he hasn't eaten a lot of it anyways, because I just keep forgetting to give it to him. Except for the M&Ms. He killed all the M&Ms like night 1. The thing about this like individual candy bag though that I bought of like 300 and something individual Starbursts is that now I just have this giant bowl in my cabinet of individual Lifesaver not gummies, whatever, Lifesaver, I guess they're just Lifesavers, individual Lifesavers and Starbursts, and so, there's like a few little gummy things in there, but mostly it's just that, and the most Hubba Bubba bubble gum that you've ever seen in your entire life. 90% of that bag was this bubble gum. And as soon as the November 1st cutoff was done, we threw all of that gum directly into the garbage can. Because who's gonna use it? No one wants that. Kid, too young for gum. And if you are over the age of like 12 and you're chewing on some of that Hubba Bubba, that requires a reevaluation of your life. There's no satisfaction you're getting from something like that. I would take somebody doing that more seriously if they were having Big League Chew as an adult. I've started to figure out a system with this, but boy, is it a lot of just banging on these little slot machines here. Oh no, I got stuck in the craps corner again. That's also the nickname I use for this little corner of my room here. I call this the craps corner. That's how I'll be opening streams from now on. I'll just start with welcome to the craps corner. That's your 8th grader joke for the week. Please mark your bingo card that it's happened so we can move on. Alright, where do I want to go from here? We talked Halloween, we talked Kansas. So much left to go and do. I've got so many more media things to review. Oh, we could talk about how GTA 6 is not coming for another year. I feel like a real idiot on that one, because there's a stream that someone could go flash back to where somebody asked about GTA 6. And I was like guaranteeing it was a lock for this year. It was going to happen in May. There was no way it wasn't going to happen. I was so sure that it was happening. And I have never been more wrong, apparently. Alright, chair. Because the reason I've never been more wrong is that they decided yesterday that they were going to delay GTA 6 for a full year from now, to the 15th of November, a few days over a year. It feels like we're 30 years into this development cycle, and I'm getting the itch. Like I've said before that I had like terrible addiction to GTA Online. And the itch is there, and I want to scratch it so bad, but I was like, I'll just wait for GTA 6. But at this point, maybe it's time. Maybe I just go back. I just take the embracement of GTA 5 and go back to it. I just go over there and wait for it to give me a big, warm, very slow, long loading time hug. They said it was to polish. That game seemed like it was pretty close to done to me, based off of what like their trailers were and stuff. I would have assumed they were well into the polishing stage at this point. Not that they would need a whole other year to do that. But of course, they also, right, the day or 2 days before that, announced that they laid off like 50 people. So that could have something to do with it. And then they said that it was something to do with like they shared documents to somebody that wasn't an employee. And then they were like, no, it's because we were starting a union and they didn't like that, so they fired us, and they used that as an excuse because they were in a group chat, but the only other person in the group chat was like the union people. So yeah, it seems like Rockstar still shady as ever, still doing the most to do terrible things and get out of it without anybody knowing that they did it. So I'll just be sitting here patiently waiting for GTA 6, I guess another year. I'm not happy about it. I'm kind of over it at this point. Like, it was never going to live up to the hype, but like it kind of was at the same time. Just cuz it's GTA but new. So it's gonna live up to the hype, I think. At least for me. There's going to be a ton of people that are going to be mad about it and hate it. But for me, it's going to be good enough. And at this point, now that I have to wait a whole other year for it, it's going to be a little less good enough for me. Oops, I don't need a leaf blower. I need gems. It's the only thing keeping this little experiment here going by doing my rounds. If you popped in anytime since the beginning, the mission up ahead is to get $1 million and bring it. So I'm just bashing not arcade. I keep wanting to call them arcade machines. I'm bashing slot machines over and over again until I get to 1 million. We're a little over halfway there. And just knocking off lists of notes of things to talk about. I could talk about the video I put out yesterday that I've been working on for 2 months. The infrastructure of Jackson that I've been thinking about since season 2 of The Last of Us. I've been thinking about making that video. Like, the idea came to me and I was just kind of sitting on it forever until it finally has come to fruition 6 months down the road from then. And I love the video. It's everything I wanted it to be and more. One of my favorite ones I've ever done. It makes me sound so much smarter than I am. Man, if you can just recite information you learned on Google, you can sound like a genius. You would think I know a lot of information that I learned shortly before I told it to you. So that's pretty sweet. The coolest thing though is that video was inspired by somebody I watch all the time, the YouTuber Any Austin. His big thing is like doing he does like he'll go into a town in a game and see what the unemployment rate would be by like seeing who mentions that they have a job and what they talk about. And he does things like seeing where he's been doing a lot of GTA content, like he's been doing like how realistic are the airports in Grand Theft Auto games, and he's done like how realistic are the street signs, do they actually work, do all the power lines match up, are they proper? It's a cool concept. I really like the ideas that he does. So that was kind of the inspiration of this video, is that I watch a lot of those and I really like it. And I wanted to make my own kind of version of it. It was not doing super well the first day of it being up. A lot of videos have not been doing well, and I'll get into that in a moment. My thoughts on that, but through Blue Sky, I tagged Any Austin, just as I do that with videos all the time. I just like, if someone could be related to a video, I will tag them. Like I also tagged Naughty Dog in that, and Neil Druckmann, and that's just something I do. and it doesn't often pay off, but it does sometimes. So this is the story of that. Is I tagged him in it. He watched the video, said he enjoyed it, reshared it on his Blue Sky, and commented on the video, and it flooded with, like, I got like 15 to 20 new subscribers from it, and that video was, the last time I looked, at like 250 views, something like that, which isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but compared to the way things have been going on the channel, it is quite a revamp, quite a shot in the arm for what's been going on recently. So big thanks to him. A very cool moment to be sitting at the kitchen table and then see that pop up. Just a comment that said, "I enjoyed this video," and I was like, no way, that can't be real. Very excited, immediately texted people about it. And if you're here at the stream because of that, thanks for coming in and watching all of that and being into it. Because, man, did I not realize how much work goes into a video like that, of mapping out the infrastructure and learning about how it works. There's a reason it took 2 months to get done. But I've also, kind of in the last, just since I posted that last day or two, even before that happened, I've just kind of been thinking about maybe breathing some new life into this channel. Or old life, I guess. I think I could use a bit of a revamp. I don't know if I may have, over... If you've been following it, you've seen as I've like changed up and course corrected and then recourse corrected and just keep changing the way I do things here and the way the whole channel's formatted and such. Like, it's this place is an ever evolving thing that has been through many iterations in the little over 4 years I've been doing it, or I guess we're in the 4th year. No, we're in the 5th year. 4th year. I don't know. I guess this July will be the 5th anniversary. But as I've done in this short amount of time, this channel has taken on many lives. So I think it's ready to have a new one or go back to an old one. I'm thinking maybe the YouTube streaming moves. And I strip all of that off the channel. I don't know if that's the move I'm gonna make. And maybe this is the place to talk about it, because, I mean, you're all here. People who come here for it. Is that I feel like about a year ago, a little over a year ago, it was August of last year, and there was like this sudden drop off in the channel. I was doing good, I was having great numbers, things were finally like pushing out there and looking up, and then it just kind of stopped all of a sudden without really any explanation. But it was also about the time that I started streaming and pushing more shorts out, which has done great for like subscriber numbers, but the subscriber numbers really mean nothing because I'm at nearly 1,000 now and pulling less views than I ever did on videos. So maybe I've spread I've spread the channel too far thin. That it hasn't it doesn't know where to show people, what to show people, or when. Which, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not, like, I don't like what I'm doing and I want to change it. I love doing the streams every week. The shorts are here or there. I don't care about those. I mean, I like doing the little indie game showcases and stuff that I do. Those are cool. It is an opportunity to be able to play these games early and stuff that people send me. And that's a cool thing. But I don't know if all the other things are helping get this in the right direction. Like, I feel like I might have gotten into... Like, I started streaming with a goal of, like, getting the watch hours up to monetize the channel. And I got very close. And then the next year rolled over and it started dropping again. So, and I haven't been able to keep up with the pace that I was at before because I've moved stuff over to Twitch. And Twitch is great. I'm loving being there as well. But I think I've kind of bloated and made the channel a little ugly. I've always been really strict about the organization of it, about the way things look and are on there. Hey, good to see you. The organization's always been a big thing to me. So I'm thinking maybe, and we're coming up real close. Like, we're coming in hot, like real hot on 1,000 subscribers. So I'm super happy about it. I'm picking them up faster than I ever have. So maybe it's a bad idea to start changing things up, but I'm thinking about maybe ripping all the streaming stuff off of this channel and maybe starting a new YouTube channel to archive and live stream from that is separate of this one so that it doesn't affect this one anymore. And this can go back to just being the videos, the scripted deep dive stuff that I also was very concerned about having them out so, like, frequently. Like, I was like, I gotta get these out. Originally, it was on a 2-week schedule. Every 2 weeks, I had a video out. And some of those are, like, 5 minutes long because of that. So, those are things bopping around in my head that I let you know because I'm so transparent about everything that I do here all the time. Are you fighting zombies with a lightsaber? Absolutely. Well, actually, I'm fighting slot machines because I have to collect $1 million before 7 p.m. It's currently 12 p.m. So time's a ticking. But, well, I mean, it looks like a lightsaber, but really, it's a flashlight with some gems on top of it. And in Dead Rising logic, that somehow makes a lightsaber. So that's just the thing I'm bopping around. If anybody has suggestions, if you like that it's all one channel and it's just a hodgepodge of me and things I'm doing, then I could keep it that way. But also, I kind of like the idea of organizing them into 2 different places, as I'm not as concerned. I got way too tied up in the, like, I could get the watch hours and monetize this and stuff, and I don't care. I don't care. Not important. I just like this. Because I'm easily confused. This video just like reinvigorated my. I mean, I've loved I haven't like lost the joy for it. I've just been like. I feel like I got too tied up in like, what do I do for algorithm and how do I get stuff out? And I just loved this video, taking the time to make it good and not rushing it to get it out quicker. And just, not knowing that it wasn't going to be a thing that people, or thinking that it wasn't going to be a thing that people were going to care about and it was really just for me. And apparently that's what I need to be doing. Because it's the most successful video I've done in the past, like, 10 uploads. It's right there at number 1. But we'll see. I decide every other day how I want to change everything. So let's see. Twitch, stay the exact same. Twitch is just gonna be Twitch. I like it being what it is. That would also cause more frequent streams if it were in a different place, because I also, like, I know there's a new stream added every week, but there's like this internal thing in my brain that I'm like, I'm gonna bloat it. There's gonna be too much stuff there, and I need to not do too many extra streams, because then it gets all bloated with streams. The things that go on with my brain that I think other people care about what I'm doing here is off the wall stupid. There's no one is paying attention to how often I'm streaming or how bloated this channel is. It's just that's all in my head. So I hope you enjoyed that deep dive into my brain and how I'm so anxiety riddled with how to decide to present things I'm making. You were watching Chainsaw Man. I'm so confused at what a Chainsaw Man is. I keep seeing him. I don't quite understand. Oh boy. It's an anime, so of course it's gonna confuse me, because those always do. 'Cause I don't get them. I just see him and I'm like, how do work? What is? I don't understand. Also, chainsaw on the head seems very ineffective for what you're trying to get done, because eyes would have to be on either side of it, so your vision is most certainly impaired. And then, of course, anything you kill is just gonna shower you. Well, anything you kill with your face, because he has chainsaw arms as well, right? Like, it's not just chainsaw hands or chainsaw head. Only 12 episodes. Watch it and find out. It's like you don't even know me. Telling me to watch an anime. Oh, he needs the blood. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. How could I not think of that logic? So he's like a chainsaw vampire? That would be by far like the scariest thing to do, like in terms of like infections, like a vampire or a zombie. Like if you got attacked by Chainsaw Man and you started to turn into a Chainsaw Man, what a terrifying transformation that is, where your face turns into a chainsaw and you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, that's so much scarier than turning into anything else. You can switch between that and regular man. Okay, I might be just curious enough now to watch this, because it sounds like nonsense. I could pivot it into a video, well, like I did the last time I tried to watch an anime with X-Men, and that was the worst performing video I've ever made, still to this day. It got like 40 views, and no one ever watched it after that. I've had some low performers, but boy, is that the lowest. But I am curious if me and Sandy that. Oh, it's on Hulu? Well, that makes it easy enough. Because if there was a paywall involved, I was out immediately on the paywall for Chainsaw Man. There's been a few animes to catch my interest. It's very rare that one drags me in. I can try to force myself all day long, and I just can't get there with most of them. Yu Yu Hakusho being the one above all, anyone that I can sit down and watch every episode of that anime in one sitting and not bat an eye, not be uninterested for a second. What an absolutely fantastic piece of animation that is. Missing a flashlight. Something broke in the cycle. It's only 2 p.m. I got time to go back and look. The others, of course, as a child, Dragon Ball Z, everybody watched it. I have not watched it as an adult, but Dragon Ball Z I liked as a child. I don't know if I would enjoy it as much now, but I liked it then, and I watched it so much and played all the games that it still sits in there. Think about it sometimes. I know all about Dragon Ball. Enough that I don't think I ever need to watch it again. But I know about Vegeta and such. Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my first ones I ever watched and read the manga in its entirety. I reckon that is. Yeah, I also, that is one of the few manga I've read also is Yu Yu Hakusho. I will just consume every bit of that I can. I talked about it in a video this year. When I talked about the PS2 game that I've had since I was a child, Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament. So I think the only game, if not, it's one of 2 video games that series had. And it's just it's an anime game, so it's just a 3D fighter. Dragon Ball Super is great. Is Super the sequel series? There's so many of them I have lost the plot of what is what now. Because there was Kai, there was Super, there was GT, and GT was not real at some point. It was real, and it wasn't real. Or wasn't canon, not connected. There's an iPhone game that I keep seeing on TikTok. So for Yu Yu Hakusho, they have a phone game? I'm in.
Love it.
I was gonna watch the Netflix anime, the Netflix live action adaptation, and I haven't got to it, but I'm in. Even if it's not good, I'm in just because I want to consume all Yu Yu Hakusho. Dragon Ball, I guess, I forgot. I always forget that it was Dragon Ball. Oh, here he goes. He's in the Discord. He's in. It's open.
Yeah, alright.
People can hear you. Caller, you are on the air.
Stop. It goes Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z Kai is just a condensed, kid-friendly version Disney XD put out of Dragon Ball Z, so there's not a bunch of blood.
That's
and then Dragon Ball GT,
they don't give the finger,
which is now canon. And then Dragon Ball Super, and then Dragon Ball Dawn. But I think they're still making Super.
Wait, so there's a sequel to Super while it's still airing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's not confusing at all. I'm in.
No, it's good.
I didn't know there was something else after Super. Dayama, I've never heard of that.
It's kind of like they all get turned into children, but
Okay.
it's cool.
Okay. Not what I expected.
And then they bring back Super Saiyan 4, and Vegeta turns Super Saiyan 4, making it canon.
Okay.
From GT.
Oh, okay. Does it look the same with like the gorilla torso? Because that was always the thing that I thought was stupidest about that when they get the like they get the gorilla torso suddenly. Like they still had abs, but around the abs there was gorilla hair.
Yeah, that's
what a
the
hilarious
Super Saiyan
design.
4.
I'm glad they kept that. It looks so stupid.
There's some people sitting down in a theater at the Slot Ranch Casino.
I mean, you're wrong, but I'll take it. It's pretty cool.
Gorilla torso with abs.
Love gorilla torso with abs.
Well, I'm glad you gave me all that knowledge because I would not have understood what the how the ordering of that worked.
I couldn't have typed it out. I had to hop on there.
That's why I keep it open. And for this exact thing.
Exactly.
That's a good
My
plug.
wife gave me the craziest look in the world. I said, no, it's a thing that anyone can just join. And I think I'm the only one to abuse it.
Andy does too. It's a dangerous game I'm playing. And I should advertise it more. That in the public Discord that you can find in the description on YouTube. That there's just an open stream chat, and it's open on every single stream. How dangerous that
It's dope.
It's a terrible idea. It is.
You'll get some drunk retard telling you about Dragon Ball.
See, there's open to the public at any time. Someone could pop in here and say anything, and it's there. But so far, so good. No issues have happened yet.
Yeah. We'll keep it that way. Yeah, some fucking idiot will ruin it all. And it won't be me.
Yeah, he stayed silent.
Man, this million is taking a long time to get. This has been the entirety of this stream. Is just hacking away at these slot machines. I've gotten a lot of good yapping in though in all this time. Covered most of my notes. What else do I got on here? Oh, I've got all kinds of TV to review. All kinds of TV. I'm in a pickle here now because there's a... What time is it? 3:44. I'm so close to the million, but there's a boss right here. And I need to get over there to get more gems and get to the maintenance thing. I don't know if I can walk out of it.
She's coming.
Oh, kept you waiting for so long. I know you want that encore ride. Oh, yeah, baby. This is gonna be incredible. Woo! You know, I do it all for you people. That was just a sound check, but I know you loved it, right? Right? I know you can barely even wait for this comeback tour to start. Oh, I can feel that. I can feel your energy. Hell, I can barely stand keeping myself from you. But we are gonna need a few more things before we can start. And if I don't get them soon, how am I supposed to work under these conditions? I am an artist. Despite the technical problems caused by my incompetent crew, the show must go on.
No! We're wide. If we move, they'll go off.
This is like one of the craziest missions in this because if you do all this, you can take her back as a survivor. Like you take her back to your safe house after she wired a bunch of people to bombs, and you just don't think a thing of that.
waiting anymore. I get explosive when I have to wait.
I'd get her what she needs, bro.
Well, we can't keep my audience waiting.
Don't like playing fetch, lady.
I don't know if time goes down during that or not. 3:48, and it does not appear to be that way.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, stage managers do not dress like that.
Oh, I gotta get a suit. I remember the suit's like right in the other room. Which is fine, because I gotta go back there anyways to reset this room. So I can just pick up a suit. But her name is BB, and that reminds me of what I've been doing every day this week that I've been home on this staycation. Is we've talked before about how my child gets locked in on a single movie or show or whatever, and it's like his favorite thing. You know, we had the Mario phase, and then he went from Mario, and he got really into Toy Story. I made a whole video about Toy Story. I got into recently the Boss Baby. He was obsessed with the Boss Baby. And then this week, kid is really, really into Bat Wheels. Now, you probably don't know what Bat Wheels is if you're not a parent. That's fine. It'd be weird if you did. Bat Wheels is a show, if you've seen Pixar's Cars, it's kind of like that, but it's Batman's cars. And the episodes are 12 minutes long, so I have seen the entirety of the 2 seasons of Bat Wheels about 6 times this week. Because you can watch it in about 2 hours, 3 hours. You can watch the entirety of Bat Wheels. It's an absurd amount of really short episodes. But he found one of the things he was obsessed with also, I forgot, he's always obsessed with Spidey and His Amazing Friends, which is just kids Spider-Man. This is very similar to that, but it's cars, so it also sparked this obsession with Hot Wheels he has now too. So it's been a week of watching Batman's cars on TV and playing with Hot Wheels. Honestly, not a bad gig to have. But the thing that sparked this obsession is, you know, kids get into like kids will get obsessed with like the weirdest of things. You know, like kids will be really into like garbage trucks specifically, or you know, kids are like, oh yeah, I mean, there's like that kid that has a collection of the most box fans or whatever. There it is, I got the 1 million. Cool. We're in the clear. So his kind of the thing that you can immediately interest him in anything with is what I've been calling clones. He is really into if there are 2 or more of the exact same thing. That's just like the thing that if you want him to be interested in something, show him 2 of that thing and he's locked in immediately. I don't know what that obsession is called or why that's what he likes. Kid just really likes 2 of the same thing. He's super into that idea that there can be 2 of the same thing. I guess I don't have to go out there. I've got the 1 million. Now I can just do this thing. It started with, there's an episode of Spider-Man where the bad guy Zola, who in Like, you know, if you know Zola from the regular series, he's a Nazi scientist that works with Red Skull. Round up some fans. Oh, this is where I have to like collect zombies and get them to come near. Yeah, so there's an episode of Spider-Man where Zola clones himself like 4 times, and that's what started this. And it was called Too Many Zolas, so he calls any of these things too many of whatever it is. And then that they, for Halloween, put out a Spider-Man episode where Green Goblin clones himself. It's basically the same thing, but it's Halloween themed and it's Green Goblin. And that was an obsession for a while that we watched constantly. And then the mechanic for the Batwheels has an episode where he becomes multiple of the same thing that he now calls Too Many Mo's because the mechanic's name is Mo. And that's what he wants to watch. The problem is that these episodes are 12 minutes and he wants to watch Too Many Mo's all day long. I don't care about Mo that much, especially to see that many of him that much. But that's what sparked Batwheels. So I'm deep into Hot Wheels and cars, toy cars of any kind, and Batman this week. But the thing it has done that has been the most important to me is that occasionally other heroes show up in Batwheels. And the Green Arrow is one of them, and now my kid knows who Green Arrow is. And nothing has meant more to me in my entire life. Oh, start the show. Here we go. So that's the biggest, most important part of this is kid knows Green Arrow now. And I know because I pointed it out in his Superman book that we read before bed. And he called him out by name.
I'll need some help.
And that's a dream come true.
Help backstage.
Had that in the notes as hella Batwheels. I thought that would be the best way to remember what that was.
After all this, I don't give my adoring audience what they want. The comeback tour everyone's waiting for. The big number. I might get a little angry if that happens.
No, man, just do it.
Look, listen, lady.
Oh, shush. Now, get backstage and let's put on this show. You can't keep talent like mine waiting. That, thing will give you instructions. Prepare yourself for genius. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. Oh, the comeback tour starts tonight, baby. Nothing can keep me from you, my fans.
I feel like I'm back at the streaming thing. I had a couple of slower streams where I didn't have a lot. Just didn't have a lot of preparation. Didn't have a lot. I just been yapping and flapping my gums for like 2 straight hours. I'm back, and all I've been doing is walking around beating on slot machines. So thank you for dealing with that and hanging out for that. If you're on Twitch, don't forget that it's probably been like a month since the last time you used your Prime subscription, and you could do that if you have Amazon Prime. You get a free Twitch Prime subscription. They make it very difficult for you to redeem. You can't do it on the app, but it's completely free to you and puts a couple dollars in my pocket. So if you've got that Amazon Prime, slide some of those free dollars from Jeff Bezos' pocket into mine. Or don't. I can't tell you what to do with your Prime benefits. Oh no, she's defected? I only hit her twice. Alright, you're dead. Don't cross me, BB. What am I supposed to do with these people? Please help us. What am I supposed to do to help you? I don't know how to get them. What do I need to do? Can I not save them? Are they're just done? Is it because I didn't save BB? I don't want to do a COD stream right now. Oh man, that was another thing that I was thinking about with the like if I opened up another just a separate channel instead of doing it all here, and I wasn't as concerned about bloating up this channel or having things be as like strict, like this is a Dead Rising stream. It could just be a whatever stream, and that would be great. But I don't have everything. I have everything set, like so set in its ways that I don't want to stop a game and move to another game in the same stream. I'm so particular about the way everything looks and appears later on. Okay, I guess I can't help these people, so what is the point? Maybe if I leave and come back? Or they may just be gone. If so, that was a big waste of time. But like I've been thinking about a lot recently, like I want to do a skate stream because I've been changing. You make the rules. Oh yeah, I absolutely do make the rules, but something in my brain won't allow me to when it's on this channel because everything's so organized. But if I had a separate channel that was just for streams, it could be whatever because its only purpose is streams. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know how to fix my brain. I don't know what these people want. They want something, but I do not know what it is. Oops. I'm gonna go in here and save, though. Before something tragic happens to my $1 million I've earned on this one stream. That's way too much work to let it go to waste. I mean, we'll see how things pan out in the next couple of weeks. Maybe it'll be like a first of the year thing. I convert everything over. It's gonna be a lot of work to move everything over to a new channel because I'll have to download all the streams and then re-upload them somewhere else. You know, redo all the descriptions, thumbnails, titles, such. Weird other thing he does with different streams, you know. Yeah, the thought is that it's I think the streaming is affecting the other stuff and not getting it pushed as much because it doesn't know what to push or what I really do because I have so many different things running here. I mean, there's something going up here nearly 5 days a week at this point between shorts, streams every Friday, and then the videos whenever they come out. And it's bringing subscribers in, but it's dropping views. It's very strange. And the impressions are weird. Like, YouTube is not pushing stuff. It's a weird... There's this whole algorithm thing. You cut the characters down because YouTube sucks. Oh, yeah. They have that problem. Alright. Where did that come from? I'm going the wrong way. I need to go back out the other way. And go back and put my non-tuxedo outfit on. Because I've got time anyways before I have to go bring the million over. There's a lot of weird back-end stuff that I haven't worked out yet in my brain what I want to do with it. And what would be the best method for me to go forward. Maybe I leave it all the same. We'll see. Either way, I'm barreling towards that 1,000 subscriber mark. So that's pretty sweet. And if this is working, getting me there, it's cool. But after I get there, I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's cool. It'd be cool to get to, like, whatever the next milestone, the 10,000 or whatever. But that's not necessarily my goal.
Yeah, it'll do.
But I don't want to make this stream entirely the talking shop stream. We got so much else I could talk about. One of those things could be the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things. I won't spoil anything. Not that there's any spoilers in there, but they released that yesterday after they did the world premiere of Stranger Things 5. Went up, they all went to a theater and showed it. Everybody stood together in a line. They took pictures, and then there's a bunch of pictures posted of them as children and them as adults for a 5-season series that took a decade to make. But Joe Keery looked really cool at the thing in his little leather jacket and his new blonde mohawk. That dude's cool. If you can say anything about him, it's that he's cool. There's not like a whole lot extra I could say about him. He did that movie that was kind of okay, but definitely wasn't great, where he is an Uber driver that wants to kill people. That I keep wanting to say is called Stuber, but I know that's a Kumail Nanjiani and I think Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or is it Batista? Where he's like an Uber driver and he drives around a cop. Whoa. Is it 7? Oh boy, it's real close, and I've got a lot of distance to cover before then. Hopefully I can make it. It says to bring it there at 7, and I hope that counts as like a little after 7. Oh, I gotta go this way to get there? Well, that's unfortunate. I was just over here. So anyways, where I was before I got obsessed with Joe Keery for a minute. Hard not to do. They released the first 5 minutes of it last night. I saw it on Threads, of all places. Certainly not the best place to watch video. Their video player is not great. But I got to see what it was. Oh boy. And then I saw it in full quality, and man, I mean, there's nothing of substance there in that 5 minutes. There's no, I won't spoil it for you, but it's not. There's nothing there you really need to see that's like gonna ruin it for you to know what it is. But what is in it is a de-aged Noah Schnapp, or the character Will Byers. They have, I'm assuming, another child playing him in this little 5-minute segment, but it's supposed to be him from the first season, and they deep fake his face back onto this kid, like, you know, what's like Mandalorian had done with Luke Skywalker, and it looked very good, or, you know, some movies have done here and there. This did not. I don't know where Netflix put the budget, but it was certainly not into this deep fake, because dear Lord, was it low quality. What I described it as, I think in a thread or somewhere, wherever I put it, he looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, but with like a PS2 big head mode cheat on. It looks rough, and I hope that it changes sometime before they get to the end of that, like before like release, or hope that it is maybe just a quality issue of what I was where I was watching it. I did look at it again on YouTube, and it looked just as bad. So I don't suspect Netflix to be much better. Because boy, is he ugly there. But I'm very excited for that. That comes out the week of Thanksgiving. Like the day before, I think. Great timing for something like that to come out, so that all the people with jobs can watch it and not get spoiled by the people who don't have jobs, that just watch stuff and spoil it immediately the hour after it's out. It feels like they almost just turn it on and then scroll to the end and let you know what happens at the end of each episode, and post it all over the place so you can't avoid it. Oh boy, will I get to it right away? Probably not, and then it'll probably all get spoiled for me, and I'll watch it a little later, because I haven't had time to get to anything on time anymore. I just finished Twisted Metal Season 2 this week as I've been home, which has been out for, it came out this year sometime, but I just now finished it. That's an incredible show. For what you would expect from Twisted Metal as a TV show, wow, does that go way above and beyond expectations. I would suggest it to everyone. I don't need this knife. I need food, not that food. That food sucks. Do I not have Freedom Bear yet?
There's an idea. Yeah.
Guess I don't have Freedom Bear yet. I didn't, well, I guess I don't want to spoil Twisted Metal for you either. I don't want to spoil anything usually when I talk about things here, it's spoiler free. They did do the tournament this season, which I was really excited about, because the last season was nowhere near anything of what you would normally get out of Twisted Metal, any of those games. Because first off, it's based in the apocalypse, and the games are not. It's just the world is that way.
Pretty.
Oops. Is that my wine? Okay, cool. I want to fill my squares before I go in there. Well, not working out great for me. And the wine's gone already. Okay. What happened? Oh no! No! Oh! Okay, I did just save. I just wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about the time limit on that. Good thing I just walked into there and saved, because that did not even cross my mind that was about to end at any second. Oh, what a stupid mess up on my end. How could I not even think about that being a possibility, that would run out? Let me get Freedom Bear again.
Now there's an idea.
Snag a wine off of that cart and run into this goal. The wine would be the preferred thing to be able to grab because it gives you the most squares. Oh, I'm broken. I'm roller skating. Okay, wine, lightsaber, stairs. Where are they? There. And then I think this whole thing is going to be like loaded with zombies. It was before. I guess not. Not this time. No zombies here.
Hands up. Any lower and you're gonna have to pay for it, pal.
Wow.
TK thanks you for your contribution.
Chuck should just have a mustache all the time.
Where is she? Your girlfriend.
Or not Chuck, Frank. He looks so much cooler with one. It really fits his look.
Have a drink, Frank. Nice work, Frank, for once.
Where's Rebecca?
TK doesn't really appreciate all your interference, Frank.
I was kind of hoping that
You really need to learn to mind
I would get to
your
just
own
keep the million
business.
and not give it to him.
Set Cure up. Talk that idiot protester into doing your dirty work.
Too bad she couldn't just take our tape and leave it at that. Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
You're letting her go. right now.
I'm getting tired of hearing you talk, Frank. I always saw you more as the strong, silent type. The very, very silent type. Breaking news. Have you fantasized about this? I can't stand it!
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. The Midwest is showing here with the Opes. No, don't kill me. Oh, good, there's all kinds of beers over here. If things are looking scary, I've always got a couple of beers to get me going. No, 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 no. You can't kill me until I've had my wine.
You should have retired when you had the chance.
Okay, I have no more gun. If I can kill one of them, this will be a lot easier.
You can't handle women.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh wait, I only have to kill one, I think. Yeah, that's right. You kill one and then the other one dies because the other one's dead. Forgot how that worked. It's always a pleasant surprise. Both times I've done that now. Very pleasant surprise.
But you'll pay. You will never get out of here alive, Frank. We promise you that. All of us.
Trying to helicopter it, sorry. Got distracted with these little things on my head.
I'll never be complete again. Never!
They don't really helicopter. I can't see when I'm spinning like that.
Come on, Rebecca. We got a story to cover. You just gonna lay here all day?
It's about time. You'd almost think you liked me being tied up.
They were your source. Seriously.
I know. I'm sorry. But they had the tape. It spoke for itself. Maybe this will make it up to you. I heard them talking earlier. TK's got another chopper coming in. He's getting out of the city. Now. We need to catch him.
A chopper? We can't let that bastard get away.
Not without an interview. That helicopter is landing on the roof of the hotel.
I'll be there.
Next case will occur at 7 p.m. Didn't I just do a 7 p.m. case? Think I'm gonna wait a full 24 hours again? Man, I feel like I worked for nothing to end that and have no money. Where's that beer? Get out of here, beer. And serving tray. I don't need either of those. Is there any real food left here? Just booze in this place. Okay. Huh. What more do you need? If there's anything to take away from Dead Rising 2, it's that all you need is a couple of beers and a vast amount of gambling and you'll be okay. Oh, it's already started. Okay, stop TK. Escape. So I need to go do that now then. Where's the case files? What are we on? Okay, so we're getting the end is near. We're coming up on it. I'm seeing like one more Dead Rising stream in the future. You dare me to... What? You want me to fight you after the stream? Is that what you mean by FT? You want me to fight you? You would like to get in a physical altercation? I mean, I'm in. I don't want anybody to think I chickened out. I ain't scared of no dares. Oh, FaceTime. Okay. FT could have been anything. It could have just been you asking for pictures on my feed afterwards. Could have been a real possibility. Definitely $1 million idea there, FaceTime for feet time. There's millions to be made. $200,000. This guy's trying to rob me blind. $200,000 for some Zombrex? Sick. I may just give you a foot time after this, but chances are low. The next thing on my to-do list after this stream is to take a shower so that I am prepared to go to toddler music class in the morning that we do every Saturday. I do this for 3 hours on a Friday night. It's stay up, do this until about midnight, and then I'm up for whatever hour or two afterwards, and then get up to be at a music class for children at 9:30 in the morning. And that is my schedule almost every week. That is the life I'm living. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's like the highlight peak of my week. Sitting on the floor with a bunch of children playing music. But my wife works early Saturdays, so I have to prep Friday night to be ready for it. Oh, I don't have a gun. Okay, this feels like an ambush. It feels unfair. I gotta back off and go down a bottle of vodka in the corner so I can get back in the fight. As you do, you know. Okay, now I need food. Because that nearly killed me. Well, good thing someone left the whole number 2 combo back here. They got the whole quarter pounder meal just hanging out behind the counter. That's important. The important things to me, you can see by that, knowing that I know for a fact that the number 2 is a quarter pounder combo. You can check for yourself, or you can just trust me. What is long stick? Oh, it is just a long stick. I've never seen that weapon before. Oh, they just like generate out of here long stick. Never once run into long stick before. That's a cool weapon. I'm a fan of long stick.
About me, Frank. You won't scoop me this time.
Rebecca, get down.
And the last thing I have on my list here to talk about,
Hey, whoa!
as we round into this like last half hour of the stream,
We don't got much left.
is my other thing I've been watching this week as I finished Twisted Metal. I started season 3 of Reacher. If you haven't watched Reacher on Amazon Prime, and if you have the Amazon Prime to watch Reacher, you should probably go ahead and give me your Twitch Prime sub while you're at it. To find a way to weasel that plug in there any way I can. Reacher, the series on Amazon with Alan Richardson, it's one of my favorite shows currently running. That show is so good. I love that every season is so disconnected from the last, but it's always the same guy, but just him. You get a new cast of characters every season. I like that when a show does that because the stakes are like automatically raised to the point where anything can happen to those characters because they're gonna be different next season anyways. Oh no! Oh, I don't know who Deidre is. Who is Deidre? Oh, I remember. This is coming back to me. I gotta pick up this box and throw it at him. Oh, not anymore. What's that big blue thing? Oh, really? You can shoot me all the way back here in the corner. Good to know. What about over in this corner? Can't see me over here. There we go. So anyways, Reacher, season 3, I've just torn into this show, mostly today. I'm like 5, 6 episodes in. Watched the first 2 seasons up to this. Been a fan since day 1 of the show. Never consumed anything else Reacher. Like that was Tom Cruise, I think, was Reacher. Jack Reacher of the movies. I never watched those. No idea about anything else Reacher related other than this show. I do occasionally see a Lee Child book in the store. Like in like whatever basic grocery store because they sell those everywhere. But I'm locked in for this character now. Whatever they want to do with him, as long as it's Alan Ritchson playing him, that's all I want. I love that guy. I loved him in his brief appearance as Aquaman in Smallville. And whatever it was, what did he do after that? Oh, Titans. He was in Titans as Hawk. Like Hawk and Dove, he was Hawk. And he was so good there. Titans, incredibly underrated. People make so much fun of that show because their costumes are weird. And the whole, you know, F Batman thing, the like, kind of meme that went around from the beginning of that. Give Titans a chance. If you don't give Titans a chance, give it a chance now. What is going on? Why is there no time on this? They gave you like an hour to get there in the original too. Why is this so far out? Also, not allowing me to roll under that is quite a choice. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? I don't know what changed where they can suddenly hit me through that. We're just gonna have to take that whole thing from the top and retry again. They just added like whole new rules to that. Oh, I gotta start from back here? That was a much better approach than I took the first time. I think hamburger is one of these that, there we go, that will produce the most health. I'll trust everything else up there. I'm just gonna go into it hoping that I can get a hold of those things. Are you serious? Yeah. Throw objects at the helicopter to damage the rotor. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Just have to take a bullet here and there. Still have no idea who Deidre is. I have no idea why he keeps popping up. Never met that person a day in my life. I don't know how I managed that. There we go. Wow. Why was that so much quicker the second time? It didn't work at all the first time.
Well, that was a hell of a show.
Guess ratings must have been down.
Is he alive?
He sure is. Don't worry. You'll get your interview. This bastard better not be heavy.
What's he doing here? Isn't he the host of that show?
TK paid some pathetic protester to start this whole thing. Ratings were down on his show. He needed the cash. Bastard.
We've got enough to run with the story.
Oh, really? Well, I'm still keeping an eye on your friend until the rescue, just to make sure.
The story is going to be big, huge. It's award material.
Oh yeah, we are gonna be huge.
He's out cold? We ought to make sure he stays that way.
Don't hit him too hard, Sullivan.
Why? Capital punishment was made for a guy like this.
We need this guy to tell the world what he did. Don't give the slimeball the easy way out.
Fine. We'll do it your way. I'll stand watch first. He's not going anywhere for a while.
Great. Listen, I'll be back for the rescue. I'm gonna go see if I can find a high vantage point. Get some pictures of the military rolling in.
So I do get my million back. That's cool. Oh, I've got like a whole day before the next case. Or I guess a whole night, because it's 10 p.m.
Call me sometime.
I don't know how to find my way out of here. Oh, okay. Right around the corner. I still have not quite understood the beans in a bag thing. Hopefully they give me some kind of mission to do between now and 9. I mean, we're almost done with the stream at this point, as it's 11:44 p.m. And I usually only go to midnight, which is what I'll be doing tonight. We'll call it there. But so far, it's been, I mean, even at the end of it, it's been a blast being back. I missed this in the 2 weeks I was gone. I thought about doing an extra one here and there a lot. If I wasn't dealing with not having functioning drains in my house, then I probably would have done an extra stream here during the week. Because I'm just dying to do a skate stream. Whether I just save my dailies and then do a stream where I pop in for like an hour and do all my dailies, or maybe, I don't know, we go through and check out the skate parks or the weekly challenges or something. There's something to do there that I could have a lot of fun with, but the time has not presented itself at the moment. Since I have the million, I'm gonna go buy this guy's way overpriced Zombrex. Because I don't remember if I'll need it or not.
Hey, you. What do you want?
Or I could buy the sports car. I mean, medicine? Sports car. When am I ever going to have the chance again to buy the sports car? It seems like a stupid idea, but sports car. I didn't collect all that money for nothing. I've got nothing to do at the moment right now. I can go back to just raking up money to get myself another Zombrex. But I could do it by driving a sports car. If there are any more survivors, it's gonna save me in the long run to be able to pop into this car that's been sitting here that I have not had access to all this time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at how convenient that is. Just make my way right back into the safe house without having to journey at all. Can I drive it into there? I can. Does it let me stay in it? Oh, it does. This thing is not in great shape. Worth every penny. Hope I don't need another $1 million in this, because it's going to be a problem because I spent it all. We back at it, just back on the grind. It'll go significantly faster this time because I'm just not going for $1 million. But also, what else am I gonna do? Because there's no missions. And for some reason it won't let me save those people. It's another queen there already? Oh, it's so fast. You never see them back to back like that. So look at that, we're already 100,000 in. They just must not be savable. I don't know what to do with them. There's no case file for them. I wonder how far you can get the car out of this area. Like, can you get it out of the mall and onto the street? That would take somebody not, like, you know, on a time limit to play through the game. But if somebody's in that situation, Please verify how far you can get that car out of there. This appears to be it. It doesn't appear that they're going to have any missions pop up for me before overtime starts. So, I'm just going to rack up some money for Zombrex, so I've got it, because I probably have to give TK Zombrex again. And I'm going to need to give myself Zombrex again. So it only makes sense to have it on hand. This really is like the ultimate money loop. Well, this is about it. Just a little bit more of this for the next like 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna go save. So I appreciate everybody who came in. I mean, I didn't even really have to go to midnight. I just was working in the way towards the Zombrex money and letting the time burn. So that's less time we have to wait on the next one, which will hopefully be the end of Off the Record, and we can move into Dead Rising 3. Which I'm super excited for, because it's a big change. We've been in this Dead Rising 2 ecosystem for months, and I'm excited to get into 3 and 4, and that's the end of the Dead Rising series coming. We're in the back stretch. We're in the back half of the Dead Rising series, which means I have to start scripting a video about every Dead Rising game, like I did for Tony Hawk. You should have known that was coming. If you didn't, you don't keep up with what's going on here. I was definitely going to do that since I did it for all the Tony Hawks. And let's think of something else to do the full series of. But who knows what it will be. Also, probably should have stated it, because I haven't stated it anywhere yet, that there was no Resident Evil videos this Halloween. I didn't do any. Not because I don't like doing them anymore, it's that the time was not there to dedicate to 3 days of videos. 3 straight videos in a row of Resident Evil games to cover 6, 7, and 8. The like biggest, largest ones of the series. I had this big project that I just put out, and then I had that stuff with Afar and those interviews. It was just a lot booked up at once, and these 2 weekends that I was blocked out for, that it wasn't feasible this year. And I am also kind of in this, as I'm talking about revamping and stuff, I'm just kind of in this mode where I don't want to be beholden to a deadline that I had made like a year prior. Like how I used to every year in July do like the anniversary video where I checked in on Avengers, and then doing the Suicide Squad check-in. I skipped that this year as well. I just don't feel like being expected to do something. I will keep doing those. I will get through the rest of the Resident Evil series. I don't know if they're all gonna be in October. They will just kind of be as I'm. So far, that's where it's sitting in my head, along with all these other things that I may or may not change. Is that they will come out eventually at some time around October or not around October. Other than that, I appreciate everybody for coming, hanging out tonight for what we're calling my birthday stream, even though that's not till Sunday. Sunday I will be 19 years old for real this time. I don't have anything planned. I didn't have anything planned this weekend other than trying to get my kitchen done, which I was unsuccessful due to other circumstances, but regardless of that, it was a pretty good week. I don't have any plans built for this weekend, at least for my birthday. I do have plans later in the month. I will be attending a Comic-Con, specifically Illinois Comic-Con. I will be attending at the end of the month, the 23rd, I believe, and 24th. I'm very excited for that. It's been a long time since I've been to a con on this scale. I've been to a lot of smaller ones, ones that don't have like big guests, and it's a lot of just like people selling the slabbed books and little toys and stuff. But this is like it's a new one coming to this place that they haven't done before, so I'm excited to go to one of this scale again. Other than that, I don't got nothing planned. We'll see where the weekend brings us, and I guess I can update you next weekend. Or next week when we come back for another week of Dead Rising we're past Case Zero and Case West. Dead Rising off the record. We'll be back for that. I got nothing else. If you're wanting more of me right now, there's a pretty cool video up that is a half hour long where I go through the entire infrastructure of Jackson and The Last of Us. It's so nerdy. Nerdiest thing I've ever done. I deserve a wedgie for making the thing, but I am so proud of this video. It is, at the moment, my favorite thing I've ever made, which I say a lot about the things that I make as they come out. But this one will hold that spot for a while because it was so different. And it gave me that cool experience of the interaction with somebody that I watch all the time. Watch all of their videos. So that was cool. Go support that if you want. If you want to watch more. Okay, I'm going to stop this stream now. And I am super excited to do this again next week. I've been talking like 3 hours straight. I've never talked this much on a stream. Man, I was just on fire with yapping today. Nobody subscribed, but we'll give it one more pig honk for my cheering. Shout out to Pig Honk. That's going to stay as a stream mainstay now. All right, I'm out of here.